garden tour, June, what is today? June 16th. It's Father's Day. He ain't my daddy. He my big daddy. Happy Father's Day. And right here we're standing in the compost area. Beautiful lettuce that I harvested earlier this year, but it's starting to do something called bolt, which means the leaves might be a little bit bitter. This is a cucumber house, and here we have one cucumber there and one cucumber here. And they've been watered this morning, but sometimes the leaf of a cucumber or any cucurbitous type plant will wilt over when it gets really direct sunlight. This is a Kellogg's tomato here, and then back here there's a tomato that's going bananas here, and it's a sun gold. And right in front of the tomatoes I do have some beautiful peppers, and these are, I believe they're bell peppers that I planted. This is my brassica bed, and actually if you look back there you'll see a white moth. That white moth is what, its babies is what eats the holes in. I fight those moths. I get them out of here. So, worm right there, and that's laid by that cabbage moth. Oh, there's another one. And another one. Yeah, there's 5 or 6 of them on there. Look how brown those peas are. It's way too hot out here for sweet peas. They like it cool. And so what I need to do is come out here and harvest all these beautiful peas here. Notice that my peas this year got aphids. Aphids suck the sap, suck the life out of your plants, and I'll show you aphids right there. And that's why you want to wash your stuff in vinegar and a little bit of vinegar and water. But it's let off the sweet sap, and the ants like that sap. This year I really tried to do a good job with putting more hanging baskets in my garden just for my viewing pleasure. This is another one of those beautiful hanging baskets. Something goes wrong in the garden every day, y'all. Every single day. What's going wrong right now for me, I'm going to show you. My straw bale garden is not as prolific as it has been in other years, and I'm pretty sure I know why. And the problem is that I didn't fully condition these bales before I put the plants in there, and so these plants are not doing as well as I would like to see them. Oh, these are my Mexican sour gherkins, and we haven't gotten a gherkin on there, but they are growing prolifically up the trellis. And this is right at the end of the straw bale garden, so I am looking forward to getting some Mexican gherkins. And then this is a pathway right here, so we'll just be walking through the path, and then the gherkins will be on here growing, and we'll just pluck one off and have some. This is my ancestor areas where I go to honor and think about my ancestors. A nice blue spruce evergreen, and that reminds me that we're just always here. My ancestors are with me and I am with them. I use this for weeding, so I'll keep one here, like right at the end, and at the end of my raised bed. And then as I'm weeding, I'll just throw the weeds into here. So that helps keep things moderately nice. Everything's not. And this alley right here is what I affectionately call Tomato Alley, because tomatoes grow on this side and tomatoes grow on this side of this trellis, and they grow on the other side of the trellis. And what happens is that eventually I end up losing my ability to control them, and they grow together, and so this alley becomes Tomato Alley. This is zinnia. It's in bloom. I started it from seeds, my seeds from last year. We've got red raspberries on the raspberry bush, and they're delicious. Red raspberry. Perfect ripeness. A little bit of sour, a little bit sweet, soft, but warm from the sun. And that just makes the flavor burst even more. I love sunflowers. These sunflowers here were all volunteers. They're probably about 8 feet tall right now. They actually planted themselves in my potato patch and I let them go. The potatoes and the sunflowers are competing for nutrients. They're competing for whatever it is each thing needs to grow. I am watering, I am providing potassium for them, but I just love sunflowers, especially because when you look out your kitchen window and you see a field of sunflowers, or you just see sunflowers just planted in various random spaces, it makes me exuberant. I am ecstatic. I'm overjoyed. Also, sunflowers bring in birds. The yellow finches are stunning. The song that the yellow finch has is stunning, and I didn't know that until I had sunflowers. Hey, sunflowers. You know you gotta grow potatoes to keep your man, but there is some truth to this, y'all. I've been married 18 years. I ain't been growing potatoes 18 years, but I did notice a significant increase in, satisfaction when I started growing potatoes, because, potatoes is a process, like a good relationship, like a good marriage, right? And so I be joking about growing potatoes keep your man, but I don't be joking about growing potatoes keep your man, because get something to do for you, right? And once you do something, even if your man is not into that, right? Even if your partner is not into that, or your husband is not into that, they may see you into it and they may get into it too. And in my case, I can't say my husband is a farmer, because he's not. But what he is he is a lover of Bettina. And some of those ways that I see that is because when I grow potatoes, this guy comes out and helps me with whatever I need. Okay, and so I make sure that he has what makes him happy as well. So growing potatoes reminds me, grow potatoes, grow your relationship, grow your relationship, grow your satisfaction with that person and with yourself within that relationship. Okay, so grow potatoes, keep your man. Giant California poppies. Right next to those here, see if I can run you through the green beans. And the green beans are vines, so they're growing up exactly where I want them to grow, most of them. But if they don't, I'm not gonna let them be bullies, because vines can be bullies. You want vines to be where you want vines to be. Right here I have the red cactus zinnia.